Hi guys, I'm Crownos and welcome to the Tale of Bistun. So, I saw this one a couple of days ago and was really interested in it, so I sent out a request to grab a key from the developers, and they've been gracious enough to admit me a review copy. It is out today, as in fact it might be out right now, if I believe, on Steam. I don't know if it's on any other platforms, but it's definitely on Steam. So yeah, go check it out after you've watched a little bit of this video and you've ascertained whether you like it or not. But looking from some of the little videos that I've seen and stuff, it kind of heavily reminds me of kind of like Bastion that came out like a little while back. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but basically that it was like a story-driven game, but it was kind of narrated as you did the story. So as you did your actions, you completed bits of story and things like that. The narrator was kind of explaining what you were doing, what the story was, and I believe this is somewhat similar. So yes, there we go. So anyway, so let's get started, as it were, and see what it's like. English, yeah. Subtitle size regular, yeah. What's the subtitle background? Oh yeah, to put it on the, yeah, that'll be fine, I think. Did it show it? No? It's probably got a black background, but you can't really tell. Yeah, that'll do. Right, there we go. We'll leave it default.
I made a grave mistake.
Hello?
The kind that cannot be fixed.
I know that voice.
It all began with a war between two mighty deities. A conflict with dire consequences. The fighting rent the very fabric of our world. As the crack deepened, it has spread like the grasping roots of a tree. And through that fissure, something terrible escaped. Something unnatural. The destruction affected countless realms, many beyond our knowledge. But then, when all seemed lost, the deity created a holy sign. A way to seal the crack and stop the blight. And for many years there was peace. But even an instrument of order can be dangerous if it falls into the wrong hands. I was tasked with giving the sign to the just ruler. But I chose the wrong king, and eventually the repercussions of my failure came to bear. The seal broke. The blight spread throughout Persia. For my failure, I was cast out of the realm of the gods. Imprisoned within a realm of shattered memories and forgotten souls, redemption eluded my grasp. I was weak, consumed by pity, and resigned to my deserved fate. But then, something unexpected happened. A human found me. He too was broken, and took pity on a fellow tormented soul. And deep within those strange eyes, I glimpsed something I had lost. Hope.
Okay. And I think that person, that human, obviously is us. But yes. Hello there, Sammy. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. So, there we go. So, the sound is a little bit loud. I don't know if it is for you, but it's for me. Let me see if I can just turn it down just a smidge. Did that change? No, not much. About there-ish, maybe? Just turn music down a tiny little smidge as well. About there? That'll do. If we need to change it, we'll change it back. But yes, there we go. Right, it's a new game. You caught a catfish. Lovely. So obviously the entire premise of this is basically that you wake up as a guy with no memory on a mountain, I can't remember what it's called. And as you kind of, after freeing this this other soul or whatever she was, a deity, whatever, person, I don't know. Obviously you're going in search of who you are and to kind of cure the land, as it were.
Slowly, like the morning sun clambering over the horizon, consciousness came. He opened his eyes.
Okay. Lost in the mountains. Yes, I don't know if it's narrated quite as much as Bastien is. I'm not sure. Well, I guess we'll find out. But obviously, the key points it is.
He thought, to wake to nature's song. But something was not right. The song was out of tune.
Okay, there's a random big rock. Can't do anything with it at the moment.
As he navigated the narrow paths, he breathed in the fresh mountain air. It focused his mind. Questions bobbed to the surface, like apples in water. How did I come to be here? He asked himself. No, that's not the right question. Nor is where I'm going. A single terrible realization crystallized in his fogged mind. I don't know who I am. Many stories have been told about poor souls who have forgotten the paths they have trodden. But there is more to this tale. That I promise.
Yep, that's a mountain goat of some sort.
The soft glow of the man's lantern fell on an exotic bird. A hoopoe. The recognition heartened him. Perhaps the bird would lead to further revelations. He followed the hoopoe on instinct. Its beautiful trail fanned the flame of hope.
This always tells the story of like fighting and this and another. What have I been doing? Not much today, really. To be fair, just on my deliveries and stuff, and that's about it, really. So yeah, so obviously it depicts them fighting. I don't even know what the winged creatures are, but there we go. Almost looks like a doorway. It's like an air vent, that's a bit strange. Oh, that depicts obviously the ring and her hope being shattered and whatnot, and guess, yeah. Hello, birdie. Nope, it's gone.
He spotted something glinting among the rocks. Something that called to him.
Okay, there we go. It's like a climber's axe of some sort. The story begins.
All he did was pull that hatchet out of the stone. A simple act with a remarkable outcome. The Revelations realm.
Okay.
There was no way back. Whatever this mysterious place was, he had to push on. The weight of the hatchets in his hands brought some comfort as he journeyed deeper.
Are you the only one that talks to me in my lives? Yes and no. Some of them do. I mean, I've got a few people that do come by, but obviously not in every stream. So sometimes you might be, sometimes you might not be. It depends, really.
Help!
These blades are made for swinging. Yep.
Who's there? The man called, his voice
Oh, thank
muffled
you.
by the thick, static air. Please, help! Where are you? No answer came.
Okay. Yeah, thank you there for the follow-up. But yeah, I do have some followers, but
despair.
they don't always drop
The
by.
kind that only the truly alone know. But he was mistaken. There was another in this ethereal place.
Okay then. See your banana,
Tree
yeah.
was alive, but bound tight by otherworldly rocks and glowing tentacles.
Okay.
The blades of the man's hatchets were sharp.
Right, meaning slap. Find a way to set the tree free. Some smashing this one. Oh, that's a pathway. What about this one over here? Oh, that one's still blocked. But yeah, obviously when people watch me, sometimes they come about halfway through the stream, sometimes they're towards the end, unfortunately.
The man didn't know
just depends
if
on
the
their work
creature were
schedules and stuff.
friend or foe, but he felt its pain and fear. It mirrored his own.
There's an arm. So it's not just a simple tree.
Was freeing the creature wise? The man did not know, but empathy overrode his rational misgivings.
Like an ent.
The tree creature freed. The man approached.
That's a bit of an aggressive hug. Well, it looks like one. Hi, Abtai, how are you doing? Yep. Well,
What happened? The man cried. Where have you taken me?
Calm yourself, human. Did you not want to leave that alien realm?
The tree leaned closer and introduced himself as All Seeds, a pomegranate tree.
okay.
I don't know who I am, the man said. All Seeds pondered.
Others like me have been afflicted by a sickness. Help them, and I will return the favor.
All Seeds
Okay.
told the man to look for talisman stones, strange rocks protruding from the ground. Destroying the talisman stones would free his kind. Then, the mighty tree extended a great branch outwards, pointing east.
Unearth the Canot Gate to find the path forward. To find yourself.
Okay. The Ganat Gate, or Cunat Gate, or however you pronounce it. Oh, we're back where we've got the axe. Oh, I played some Nautica. Yeah, I played some Nautica. Played both of them. There's two. I guess this bird is like our. Oh yes, it's just a yeah. This bird is like our guide. See, can I smash that rock that was up here now? Oh, we can't go back. Never mind then. I guess that's a no. Unearth a cunette.
The man could roll under low objects with ease.
Okay.
As he ran, the man mulled Allseed's words. How will rescuing the tree's kin help me recover my memory? He wondered.
Stranger's Diary. When travel broadens the mind, I should be wise beyond compare. I traverse mountains, brave jungles, and trudge through deserts. But all journeys must come to an end. Perhaps Mount Bistun will be the place to set up where I build my bold. Is it suitable? After all, wisdom is knowing how little we know.
It appeared to be a diary entry, engraved into the stone.
Is that the same one? Yeah.
But to whom it belonged was a mystery.
There's another one of the big boulders. There we go.
As he trod the winding path, the man thought about everything that had befallen him. He worried about the nature of the sickness that Allseeds had spoken of. How extensive was it? And how would it manifest itself? Little did he know that the answer to the latter question would begin to reveal itself a few...
Do something or other, I know. You are invincible to all the damages while you are rolling. Okay.
few steps further.
So basically dodge. Oh, there we go. Thank you there, Mathieu. Oh shit. Look, we smash this. I guess as you defeat enemies. Nice. So you open up an oasis, which obviously allows you to secure the area a little bit. Each diamond represents one of the trees you have freed from the sickness. Okay.
This must be one of Allseed's trees,
So we've got two, technically.
the man thought, breathing hard after his encounter. The tree had unfurled its vibrant leaves, embracing all but forgotten sunshine. What were
Nothing
those
else.
nasty little creatures? The man thought. Are they tainted by this sickness,
More mountain goats.
or harbingers of it?
Right, so we can't go that way yet, but looks right. It's over here. Nothing. I want to keep an eye out for like collecting these things as well. Apparently these some explosive. This guy's like a berserker. Oh, so the hollow ones are how many are left to find in this area. All the trapped trees are rescued in this area. Explore more to find the hidden items or find a new Gwanat gate to return.
As the second of Allseed's kin was released, night
It's a few of these
cast
rings.
its veil over the land. The inevitability of dusk. The serene
No
quiet
diary
of
entry,
it
maybe?
brought the man a sense of peace.
There we go. Seems I chose poorly. Mount Bistun appeared welcoming. I discovered strange hostile creatures living here. They're small and easily dispatched, but there is a chilling hunger in the eyes, the sort of greed that can never be satisfied.
Whoever engraved this may know more about those creatures, he thought.
So I imagine that's probably towards the end exit. Let's have a quick look over this side. Oh, this is where I came in. Never mind. We'll have a look at this side. We've already been over this side. So why would it turn nighttime after you've cured everything? I think it's technically the other way around.
There is a sickness afflicting nature. The talisman stones must be at the heart of it. But where did they come from?
So that's some scripture
Were
there.
those swarming creatures defending them? So many questions, so few answers. And still, he didn't know who he was.
Can we get into it? Stand by nature. Okay. Oh, I'm back at the starting area, so I guess. At least it looks like the
All
starting area.
Seeds was asleep. A huge pomegranate hung from a branch.
And instinctively just eats it. It could be anything.
Farhad.
Is that meant to be his name? Who knows?
The mountain, Farhad. You must dig. I need you here.
Ah, destroyed his statue. So I guess the pomegranate's like an hallucinogen. Poor thing. Okay. Let's roll off again. When the icon is beaten, it's time to dig into the mountain.
Farhad.
Okay.
My name is Farhad. But who was that pained woman? And why did she ask what she did?
There's a big mountain. That's his name, right? Okay, brilliant. I remember now, my name is Farhad. Okay. Such solace in something so simple as a name, but still, that is all I recall. So basically, he's putting the story in the mountain. He has to be careful, he stood at the bottom of that. Who was that woman? Why does she want me to dig into the mountainside? He moved a lot of dirt.
Ah, does she want amethystine stones? Farhad wondered.
Where did you get the second axe from? We only had one. As far as I know, anyway.
Farhad found himself in the celestial revelations realm once more. The desperate whisper echoed through the strange starscape. calling, beckoning. Farhad! Farhad! Farhad could hear years of agony in those few words. Help me, Farhad! Please!
Farhad is a Persian name. It's based on a Persian story called Farhad and Shirin. Shirin is the lady, right? Okay.
Show yourself! Farhad called to the twinkling black. Where are you? But if he was heard, the whisper didn't say.
I was watching a little bit of the developer stream not too long ago, and he did mention something on about, like, some people will have like knowledge of like a poem or something that it was based on, or inspired by at least, which I guess is probably what you're referring to. Or at least a part of it anyway. Ta-da! Find a way to the milk pond, okay. What's the milk from though?
What do these statues mean? He wondered. One was of the mysterious woman in his hazy memory.
Anything down here?
She who pleaded with him to come to her. The other, no doubt, was Farhad himself. Was she the key to his past and his future?
It's definitely narrated just as much as Bastion was. If you guys have ever seen that game. It's a really good game, actually. So that's the statue of him before, I guess. Anything this way? No? No?
As the statue brought down its hatchet, the white liquid flowed.
Yeah, I think this is narrated slightly different to the way Bastion was, but it does remind me of the
could
kind of style.
only hope that soon his thirst for answers would be quenched.
At first I thought it was just being ominous, but nah, it would just plain old being rude,
The
destroying
din
them statues.
of the fallen bell shocked Farhad, but the guttural roar of some unseen creature terrified him far more. Something sinister was watching,
That's crazy.
waiting. But Farhad seemed to have one ally. Although Allseed's motivations were shrouded in mystery, he had come once again.
Okay. So we rebuilt the statue only for it to get destroyed, so that we can get teleported back here again.
What do you know of that place? Farhad asked Allseeds. A shiver passed through the tree's branches.
It is the realm of lost memories and forgotten souls.
When I bit the pomegranate, Farhad said, I had a vision. I was engraving, sculpting. Is that what I do? Am I a sculptor? Allseeds pondered.
I cannot say, but memories can be hewn from stone. Consider that. More of my kind are trapped. If you can help them, perhaps I can provide answers.
Farhad turned to leave, But all seeds held out a gnarled palm.
Be warned, though, human.
The great tree said.
A fearsome monster, a div, lurks in the Revelations realm. Bistun is its name, after the mountain on which you now stand. Keep away from it if you wish to live long enough to uncover the truth.
Okay. See what the voice acting is actually pretty damn good in this game. They've got a reasonable kind of level of kind of intensity and dramatics about it, I guess you could say. Okay, so that's maybe us enslaved in the bell. Then her, then that must be the great tree.
Farhad stood back and admired the engraving.
Okay. And apparently we're going this way. Are we making the door bigger? Or a different door? Or is it the same door? I think it's going to be the same door. Okay, let's go.
Despite Allseed's warning, Farhad felt the seed of hope taking root in his breast. Although the path behind and before him was shrouded in darkness, now there was light enough to see his feet. All seeds had proven that it could help Farhad regain his memories. And although he didn't yet have all the answers, he had purpose. And what is anyone without purpose?
There's a little story here. Right. I decided to explore Mount Bistun further. Document my observations. Perhaps I can spare some poor soul my hardships. I'm engraving a stone tablets because these hideous little creatures tore apart my diary. Now they are stealing the tablets. Perhaps I am the first to encounter them. I should name them. There's something ghoulish about them. Ghouliches seems an appropriate name. Okay.
Ghouliches? A fitting name for the greedy little creatures, Farhad thought.
Okay. Down we go.
Smithing skills were no match for his sculpting prowess, but he was confident he could improve his hatchets.
Okay, so they're talking about obviously making weapons and stuff now. Anvils and this, that, and other. So I presume we're probably going to find an anvil rather than make one. Yep.
Farhad's thoughts never wandered far from the lady in his memories, but her face eluded his grasp.
It's very strange that you'd stop in the middle of an adventure to just randomly start carving. Yep, creepy laughing.
Has such deranged laughter ever heralded anything good?
No, not really. I must admit. Oh, it's like a harpy of some sort. Oh, it's a homing thing. Come here. Okay then. So a tiny little bit more of a challenge.
Caught Farhad's attention, amethystine stones protruded from its broken form.
There's nothing natural about the creatures that plague this place, particularly the flying, cackling ones. I've named them Peris. Yesterday I touched one of the purple stones, my hand went numb, heavy and throbbed for hours. Okay.
Farhad realized that being light on his feet was the key to evading the Peri's projectiles. But what new horrors
not that sludge, though.
awaited him?
Guess this is the anvil. Okay, so it's different. The active ability for your weapon has been activated. You can use it by pressing right click. Your weapon is highlighted when your active ability is available. Okay.
Farhad felt a new affinity with his hatchets, as though they were a part of him.
Oh. So you gotta watch out for the little sludge areas. Powerful attack of your weapon, use it by pressing. Quite a dodge roll, that. Oh, it kind of, it's a forward like attack. Nice.
Once again, night fell, as the last tree was cured of the blight. It was time to return to all seeds.
Okay. Yep, bunny rabbits. Is that a lizard? Yeah. We got lizards and all sorts. Oh, another cabin. Almost looks like two hands,
Deep down,
sort of.
Farhad knew who that huge hand belonged to. Bistun, the ancient Div, had its grip on the world.
That one with nature. Okay. Back to the big tree. See what to see this time. Oh, another pomegranate. Time for another hallucination. Must be one hell of a pomegranate. So what, was he a farmer or a sculptor or a bit of both? What? Obviously maybe living near a castle or some sort, maybe. Building an aqueduct. Okay.
Shirin! Shirin!
Okay. So he now remembers who the woman is. But it looks like you're building some sort of milk-based bloody aqueduct, which is a bit of a strange one. There.
Farhad's heart felt ready to burst out of his chest.
I guess we're
Shirin,
digging the mountain
the
again.
name of the woman he loved.
That's what he loved her, apparently. Okay. Now, Princess, my love, where are you? Are you in pain? Your voice will be my guide. I will find you. Okay. Even this mountain dare not stand in my way. Okay. Looks like we've got another carving. It's like the hands, but with her in the middle. I guess that's saying that Bistun has captured her, maybe? Back again.
Silence hung thick in the ethereal air, as if God himself were holding his breath.
This one seems a bit more like dark and, you know,
But God
ominous.
had forsaken this place, and a demonic creature made it its home.
Yeah, seems fitting. Okay, so there's some sort of a bird in a cage. Oh, is that the bird that is guiding us? Quite possibly. So we've got a freer bird now. So we can't go that way. So we've got to go back up that way.
Something, perhaps the ominous roar, had activated the talisman stones. The hoopoe, Farhad's thankless guide, was trapped. Farhad couldn't help but dwell on Allseed's dire warning.
Beware the Div Bistun if you value your life.
Right. Well, obviously he values his life. They don't want to be stuck
Bird
here
was in
either.
grave danger. Farhad found his attention drawn to the floating island pierced by menacing light. He could remember nothing about it, but somehow it seemed familiar.
Maybe he's been there before, you never know. Well, he knows he's done all this before. Where's on right? Hi, buddy. You okay?
Farhad freed the hoopoe, but flap as it might, it struggled to fly. He tried to cradle the bird in his hands, but it evaded his gentle grasp. Perhaps Allseed's embrace would cure the bird of its injuries. If only it could do the same for Farhad.
Yep, it's back again. It's a really kind of demon-like portal, that, isn't it? Like red and ominous. I wonder why they went with colour red for the tree aura. I wonder if there's some story behind that.
You should not return to that cursed place.
Allseeds rumbled. Farhad shook his head. I must have answers, he said. I have to find Shirin. Allseed sighed. a sound like the wind rustling through leaves.
So basically, it's warning us not to go back, but it's not going to stop us. Are we carving something else? Picture of her,
So sorry,
statue of her.
Shirin, Farhad muttered under his breath. It pained him that he could ever have forgotten his love. What has done this to me, he thought. 1,000 thoughts and fears vied for supremacy in Farhad's head. But all coalesced into a single burning goal. He had to find
Back in
Shirin.
again. Okay, here we go.
Thankfully, it seemed all seeds had healed the hoopoe's wounds. The little bird darted from one perch to another with a grace that brought a smile to Farhad's lips.
Okay. So all
But
is
it
well in the
was
world.
the lukewarm smile of a troubled man. He couldn't stop thinking about the floating island, skewered by light in the Revelations realm.
I discovered that the talisman stones mostly appear on particular trees. Why? I do not know. I feel compelled to protect nature. The plague cannot be allowed to spread beyond the mountain. I've heard of an ancient temple nearby that may hold a solution.
The mention of an ancient temple
Okay.
piqued Farhad's curiosity.
So, little secret, yeah. Like half of a sculpture.
A reassuring warmth flooded through Farhad's body at the
bit foggy
memory of
around here.
Shirin's delicate face.
Oh, it goes to the same place. Alright, okay. One big circle. It should point in the way the cursor is, not the way the character is. It's a bit of a shame. More? There we go. Sounds like it. And boom. So we've got another 4 to find in this area. Let's get more and more trees in the
Another
town.
of those cursed arenas. Just how far had the blight spread? Farhad's resolve hardened. If he didn't act, there may be no world left to recall. As he carved, Farhad's memories of Shirin grew stronger. He cherished each as the bee treasures nectar and vowed to never forget her again.
Right, but if you don't have any control over it, you know. Where's this guy? There's plenty of HP though. He got his ass kicked. Come here. It should point towards the frickin' cursor. There must be a couple more, yeah. Lovely. Okay, here we go.
The enemies are growing in might and stature, Farhad realized. The blight must be worsening. His
Possibly.
train of thought was interrupted. A sweet scent found its way to him on the gentle breeze. It seemed to be coming from the temple ruins.
So the thing is, the blight could even be getting worse, so it could just be getting more to its centre. Curse of placement for the death of me. Yesterday, one of the demonic carrier creatures, how do you say it? I have dubbed them, struck me in the chest with a stick. It was agony. Felt as if my heart was trying to leap from my chest, bleeding profusely. Came across the temple, abandoned. Slumped to the ground, dejected, and prepared to meet God. But when I touched the large stone ring on the statue, it shone. Before darkness closed in, all against all hope, I woke. My wound still throbs, but somehow it was stopped
Does
bleeding.
the large stone ring
It's a healing
often
thing.
described hold some power? Farhad wondered.
Okay. Oh, it's a pickaxe. I pick you. Not bad. Okay, Freya. It's got birds, it's got statues everywhere.
The pickaxe's handle was
See what else,
carved
right?
from the fragrant branch of a pomegranate tree. Have I used this before? Farhad wondered. The feel of the pickaxe in his strong hand
That's the thing, he could-
suggested the answer.
Could just be repeating himself, you never know. Still very fast for a pickaxe. Got no special ability for this one. Stop. There we go. That's two. That needs to go out. There we go. I think Jet's just wanted some water. There we go. Anyway, let's go. More story to be had. Yep. New kind of anvil. Guess this unlocks a special ability for this one, maybe? The active ability is unique and powerful. So we've got a newer one, okay. We'll go over here. No? Okay. We'll go up there. Is there anything around here? Nope. bad then. Good for large groups of enemies. Oh, there's more of the story. Diary. Come on, everybody gather together. Like a good little bunch of enemies. That guy was screaming in his faces and we were just like, have a pickaxe. Yeah, so it's not open this yet. So we probably will have to walk his way back. So it comes this way. Yeah, okay. That's the way we came in. How do we get rid of this then? Maybe later? Looks like we come down there.
Farhad sucked in deep breaths to recover his energy. But despite his exertions, he realized he was humming the broken notes of some long-forgotten song.
Okay. Oh, another statue.
The princess came here from the ancient land of music and peace, Armenia. It was a couple of years before Farhad built the milk
feel like
canal
I'm
for her new
missing
castle
that story.
in Persia.
Is there not a way to kind of free the trees? The thing. Nah. Who knows? Oh well, let's keep going for now anyway. Make a bridge there. More fighting probably? Yeah. Look at these ones have got shields. Oh, we can turn around fast. Oh, you can't break it. It takes a lot of hits. So we can't go that way anyway. Number 2.
As the adrenaline wore off, a knot formed in Farhad's stomach. Those were royal soldiers, he thought, but they seemed mindless. Could the sickness affecting nature have spread to humans too? The notion struck Farhad with fear.
That makes the bridge. But ideally, I do want to get back to that first area. Oh, there's more things there as well. So it's definitely going to be a part of the story over where we were earlier. How can he call himself a ruler when he has lost all control of his kingdom? Sansa exiles any critic, as I'm all too keenly aware. Okay.
Something about the name Garibon Vars sent a shudder through Farhad.
So there's only one more.
Why? He could not
Stone temple
remember.
to unlock, so I hope we can go back and unlock it like. I mean, this might lead us somewhere there. Maybe.
Farhad's fear settled into a crushing depression.
Is that where it is but rotated?
Wherever
Yeah,
he
it is.
went, he encountered
Okay.
only forgotten destruction. Like a battlefield long after the fighting has ended. Why is nobody
It's been days since I touched the stone ring, but it weighs heavily on my mind. Found a ruined book in the temple that called the ring the Swara sign. The divine sigil of Anita, or Anahita, or whatever how you say it. She is the goddess of earth, water, and protector of women. Temple books also talk of a tree with healing leaves and fruit. Okay, I guess that's the one we're dealing with.
Touched Farhad's lips, for he was well acquainted with those wondrous trees.
But somebody's been doing a spot of farming here. The blight's blight. Okay. We're back at the tree again. Let's see what he's got to say for himself. Oh, another pomegranate. It's more psychedelic. So the bell must play some sort of significance in his story. If he's dreaming of it as well. Possessed of some sort. Oh, that's that bird that we freed. Obviously, he grabbed it. Okay. Okay.
Farhad recalled why the little hoopoe had been with him since he awoke. But what of the other prisoners? He wondered.
Are we going to the mountain again? Save the hoopoe. Why not the others? Yeah, because there was loads of people in his vision there. Could it be that my Shirin was among them? Who knows? No, it cannot be. I would never have left her. Yeah, so there are all these other people asking for help. But he just thought, I'm going to take this cute pet. That was like an inscription point there. Guess we're not doing it yet though.
Seed's stern warning sharpened Farhad's senses as he entered the Revelations realm once more.
Once again. It's a lot of bells. For some reason my guy can't sprint anymore. It's as fast as he can move apparently.
whisper interrupted his thoughts. Please, my hands.
Release the giant bro from the chalice one, okay. So we got there, crystal there, some there, some there. It's just a matter how we can get around. Oh, so we can go up there. And there. Yeah, so we're going over there first, right? Okay. Why can't I sprint anymore? Oh well.
Farhad swallowed a lump in his throat. He could feel eyes upon him.
Somebody's obviously a little upset that they're undoing all their evil work. Can I imagine?
Take it. He was nearing the imprisoned whisper. His thoughts of Shirin were a raging torrent that swept away his fears.
Good view of these giant bells. Okay.
Amidst the pealing bells, Bistun's roars grew louder, closer. But the fortress of Oblivion beckoned. The path to his love was
With a name
open,
like that, would you really want to go
and
to
so he ran.
it? Well, I guess he's going to be like, don't go any further. I implore you. Oh, like that.
What did I say?
All seeds growled.
We must
Not happy.
leave now!
But the whisper! She needs my help! Farhad pleaded. All seeds scowled.
Anyone in that infernal place is already...
The great tree broke off.
Gone.
Time had run out.
Yep. It's a big piece of rock. Close encounter. Okay.
Farhad awoke to darkness, as thick and foreboding as a moonless night. Am I?
Okay. There's a couple of roll points here though. Like, I won't get you anywhere there. Oh, I can't even roll. I guess because it's clutching his chest. Okay.
No. He was still in the Revelations realm, but a forgotten, shattered part of it.
I can't roll. Just gotta wander about.
The memory of Bistun's terrifying appearance sent a shiver down Farhad's spine. Little wonder they named a mountain after him. I have to find all seeds and leave here. He clenched his fists and cursed his stubbornness. I should have listened, he muttered. All seeds was right, and now he feared he would pay the price for his obstinacy. I have failed you, my love, he whispered into the darkness.
Okay. So he thinks he's obviously doomed. Anything down here? No?
Lost in his thoughts. At first, Farhad didn't notice the statues lining his path.
Ah, there was a few statues. I don't know if I'm meant to be going this way, but I'm doing. Big room, whatever this is. Oh, it's meant a big
Each
circle.
depicted Farhad battling the enemies he had fought in the real world.
Okay. So his own enemies and stuff, right?
But in every one, the foes had overcome him.
So I guess it's like his nightmare realm.
What does this mean? He thought. Who sculpted statues of my demise? Farhad swallowed a lump in his throat. This one
Don't know how that is.
was unfamiliar. Farhad
Oh, it's the same one. Okay. That was the tree.
We have to go, Farhad said. All seeds smiled.
Well,
His voice was thin, a breeze rustling through leaves.
To kill mountain must build new.
okay. Who took the tree's hat?
Farhad gripped Allseed's amethystine heart. Tears stung his eyes. He sacrificed
And his
himself
hand.
to send me back, he realized. One last time. Bistun's mighty fingers had snuffed out the candle of hope. A great weariness overcame Farhad. He needed to rest, close his eyes. And what better place than beside the statue of the woman he had failed?
Okay. Rest. I got a random hand and a hat. Okay.
Farhad, wake up. A commanding, unfamiliar voice said, "Wake up and follow me." Who said that? Farhad wondered. And why has the hoopoe taken Allseed's heart?
Probably to force you to go. Okay.
It is good to finally speak to you, Farhad, the Hoopoe said.
What the?
I
Okay.
am the goddess Anahita. Anahita explained that she had been under a spell of silence cast by Bistun. She could speak again with the aid of the magic hidden inside all seeds for so long. The magic contained within his amethystine heart. Of course, Farhad had many questions. I will explain later, Anahita said. She told Farhad to follow her trail once again.
That's my heart.
Build an
Give me it.
anvil, Anahita instructed. Trust me.
Okay.
Now, he could change his weapon at will.
Okay.
Come, time is short, Anahita said. We will talk on the way.
Oh, I can read this now. We've tried to... Oh, yeah, that's that thing, yeah. Oh, those are all the diary pages we found. Right.
Where are you taking me? Farhad asked. The goddess explained what she knew. All Seed's heart was the key to the Revelations realm, to the fortress of Oblivion. But without the tree itself, the heart's magic had waned. My temple bears a holy sign, Anahita said. It may be able to restore the heart's magical power.
Well, some of the trees are coming back. So, how do you switch the weapon, though? It says you can switch it at will. But what button switches it? Yeah? Can't figure it out. Maybe it'll prompt us at some point. Nah, I'm pushing all buttons, it's not working out. Who knows, we'll figure it out eventually. I'm sure it'll be like, push this button and that button at some point. Pen waxes and wanes, but it never leaves me. I showed a physician the wound last night and told her about the rare tree I seek. There's a glimpse of truth in every myth, she said, and had me a large old book called the Book of Kings. It spoke of the most epic and mythical tree of all, the World Pillar, located in the middle of the Caspian Sea. Seems my quest will take me to the north of Persia.
Have you seen the World Pillar? Farhad asked Anahita. Once, the goddess replied. An old friend of mine lives in its branches.
Okay. Another pause. With a pickaxe. What did that do? Oh, that lets you switch the weapons, right? Which one do I want? I'll stick with this one for now. Owned. I hate the way that works. That works. we go.
What are you a goddess of? Farhad asked. And why are you helping me? Anahita ruffled her feathers. I'm a guardian, the protector of women. I'm helping you to atone for my past mistakes. With that, she fell silent and would not explain further.
Okay. Another anvil. Is it a switching one? It is. I think. Oh no, maybe not. Is it making them stronger? Hatchet chain moves unlocked. Okay. Well, switcheroo. Stick with the hatchet. Yeah, so instead of just quick rapid slashes, they do just like chain attacks, but whether that's stronger or not is another matter. Decimated that happy style one. Together and use the skill. Hold.
A thought suddenly occurred to Farhad. He asked Anahita if she too had heard the whisper in the Revelations realm. You're not insane, if that's what you're asking, she said. Do you recall the moment you fell in love? Anahita asked. It was when she gave me her earrings for building the milk canal. Farhad said. I had not dared hope her kindness could match her beauty.
Okay, you got the combos for that, yeah.
Why were you in the Dark Realm? Farhad asked Anahita. I sought the source of the whispers, she replied. Once, there were many, but they all faded away. All save one. The Div captured me before I could enter the fortress, Anahita said. I became trapped as a hoopoe,
yeah.
Unable to speak.
Gets you to a carving area. Right, okay. Some eyes, sort of.
Anahita, do you remember my eyes when I rescued you? Farhad asked. They glowed, the goddess said. Something stirred within you. I guided you away from the darkness, away from oblivion.
Yeah, so he was sort of possessed in some way, shape, or form. big arena.
In my way, and different ones, Farhad thought. If only I had Anahita's wings.
Yeah. Just fly the entire way. Don't miss anything up it now.
Farhad asked Anahita what she meant by atoning for past mistakes. The goddess sighed. I was tasked with giving the holy sign to the just ruler. I gave it to the wrong person. Chaos spread through Persia. I was cast out.
An achievement for getting rid of all birds. Make 75 birds fly away.
Did you tell her how you feel? Anahita said. No, but I... Farhad stuttered and felt his cheeks burn. Anahita's sigh spoke 100 words.
Do we swap? Yeah. I like the dual wheels. Whether that's a good choice or not, we'll soon find out. Ranger guy has to go first for definite. I'll make one. Get them all a little bit closer. Well, I didn't hit the last two. here, woman. Or whatever you are. And boom. Okay.
How can a man comfort a goddess? Many would not even try. I'm sorry that you were cast out, Anahita, Farhad said. You have nothing to be sorry about, the goddess replied. But I appreciate the sentiment. I was defenseless. I had nothing until Allseeds gave me a branch and I built a weapon. The pickaxe, Farhad surmised. It is yours. Anahita shook her head. No, it is yours.
Okay. So the only thing she had was a branch and she gave it to me in the form of a weapon. Okay. Okay. Is it broken? I guess we're going this way. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Hey, let's go. Now that is sparkly water. So we can switch, I think, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, go on. I'll have a mess around with the pickaxe for a bit more. So we're back to fighting again. It does seem to be by default stronger, but obviously it's a little bit less nimble. Or at least you think so, but yeah. Combo chain is quite good. Whoa, okay, it's that big guy that he saw his demise in. Bye.
What was that giant creature? Farhad said. A guardian Div, Anahita replied.
Okay.
Come, we must be close to my temple now.
Did I find all the carvings and stuff? I can't remember. Where's a storybook part? Finally, I found it. The world pillar is the tallest, most majestic thing I've ever seen. It towers above the trees surrounding it, all of which bear the most succulent fruits. They say one can find the seeds of all plants in the world here. Now I shall rest and have my fill. Ah, what is that sweet smell? Is that not the scent of pomegranates?
Ha! Pomegranates. Perhaps all seeds came from the world pillar, Farhad mused.
Maybe. Okay.
Farhad gazed upon the sigil with wonder and fear. Is that the holy sign? Yes and no, Anahita said. I built this one of many. It is based on the design that Ormazd gave me. Ormazd was not a name Farhad was familiar with. Ahura Mazda, the Lord of Wisdom, Anahita clarified. Suddenly, Anahita spoke with great fervor. Now my temple is safe. We can use this to finish what we started.
Okay. I guess they're charging the ring of some sort. So he's trapped in the bells again. It's gotta be significant. Those happy things, those winged creatures that we saw on the sculptures early on in the game. This wasn't the harpies that eventually got to us all.
Farhad refused to acknowledge what he had seen. He thought he must be mistaken. It appeared that he had already been to the Fortress of Oblivion, but he had emerged alone. How could I have left Shirin to her suffering? He thought. Guilt took hold.
Well, it's like I said for all we know, he's done all this before. It seems like it might actually be remotely true.
Wisdom to rival her beauty,
Step 3 or 3.
Anahita said. She knows to seek help from a higher power. A life is a daunting prospect, the goddess continued. If one does not share one's troubles with others. Farhad furrowed his brow. Should we not have gone to the Revelations realm? He asked. Yes, Anahita replied. But the holy sign revealed something unexpected. Allseed's heart was a memory stone. It holds a memory like a sponge holds water, Anahita explained. Like the ones you have excavated in Mount Bistun. But the engraving on Allseed's heart was incomplete. They needed to find the last temple to fully restore the memory.
Okay. Heart of Oblivion. I didn't mean to actually push through there then, but there you go. At least not at that instant anyway.
What do you know about these memory stones? Farhad asked. Better I show you, Anahita said. With great trepidation, Farhad took his pickaxe to Mount Bistun once again.
Still can't dig whatever that is. Might just be a rock. I'm inside the Fortress of Oblivion. But how? Why did I emerge alone? All the answers must be in that infernal place. Okay.
And then, the goddess spoke a word beyond Farhad's understanding.
Oh, this one's like engulfed in flame. Okay. Can only walk again.
Returning to the Revelations realm brought a
when you can
lump
only
to
walk.
Farhad's throat. Dread shuddered down his spine. We shouldn't be here, he said. The Div, Bistun, it will... It cannot hurt us, Anahita interrupted. Trust me.
Okay. Where's that one? Oh, I guess we're behind the shield. I guess that's what this red stuff is.
Anahita was right. Bistun pounded against the red mist, but could not force its way through. Anahita became animated. I found the key to the memory stone, she said. She told Farhad that a single word was engraved on it, only visible in the Revelation realm's strange light. Oblivion. What does that mean? Farhad asked. It is the key to all seeds' heart, the goddess said. It is where our friend now rests.
Okay. Is that meant to be like his soul, per se? He's not a happy chap, is he?
Anahita's voice was quiet and strained. Yes, this is the memory of my imprisonment.
Well, yep. Can imagine it. Guess we're going this way. Maybe. Oh, this is where it brings us back where we were. Can't go that way. Okay, so now what? Oh, there's an exit right there.
The engraving featured 3 people. On the right was Anahita in human form. On the left, Farhad's love, Shirin. But who is the man in the middle? Farhad asked. Anahita sighed. My greatest mistake.
The man that broke everything. Yep, the shield's gone. Oh, but I guess we're coming back out of the realm anyway, so...
Farhad staggered as the earth growled and shuddered beneath his feet. The beast, caged for now, was banging on the bars with blows so mighty they crossed realms.
Well, I carve this yet? No. Looks like you are meant to carve it at some point. Just put candles under it.
We have Bistun's attention, Anahita said. You must confront it. I'm not ready, Farhad said. How can I defeat such a creature? Anahita spread a wing. Look around. Look at what you've created. how far you've come. There is greater strength inside you than you care to acknowledge. Fear is inevitable, but you must not let it control you. If you do, then you have already lost. Follow me, Anahita continued. I owe you answers.
Okay.
He is my great mistake, Anahita said. I chose him, and I chose poorly. How does this help me defeat Bistun? Farhad asked. Anahita sighed. You still have much to learn, human. Patience, for one. Everything has a weakness, the goddess said. Humans, Div, even gods. But before Anahita could say what Bistun's weakness was, she told Farhad they first had to address his.
Okay. Now we can go back to the entrance. Oh, it's the big guy. Okay.
Guardian Div, the usurpers of my... Anahita trailed off. Wait, someone is nearby.
Okay. Am I not meant to go that way? Oh. Maybe I can sculpt to this one over here now.
Farhad blinked. His jaw dropped. He couldn't believe who stood before him. She was more graceful than a swan, more beautiful than a moonlit lake. Farhad knew he should have felt only relief at seeing Shirin safe. But to his great shame, his happiness was tinged with chagrin. He had dreamed of saving her from imprisonment, yet here she stood. How did you escape? Farhad eventually said, his voice trembling. Escape, Shirin said, with furrowed brow. Why would I need to escape my castle? I've been there since you built the milk canal. But, you whispered to me, Farhad began. You are not well, Farhad, Shirin said. I have come to plead with you to stop this madness. But Shirin, my love, I do all this for you. Shirin cast down her eyes. I am sorry if I have misled, but you must know, I do not love you. With those words, the bottom dropped out of Farhad's world.
Wow.
But he had no time to brood.
Yeah, corruption. Whoop. They're both going for a ride.
Hurry, Anahita said. She is in grave danger. Forget her harsh words. Prove that you are worthy of her affection.
Okay. Is that her there? We got the bell of imprisonment. I can't really do it with my hand. Go up the steps. Make out. Okay.
And though Farhad was frightened, his mind racing, he knew what had to be done.
Wow, that thing is massive though. I mean, come on. Sprinting and rolling. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Get him to break these so I can go to the bells. That one did nothing. feelings. What am I going to do then? So maybe a bit of this printing hand rolling. So you can avoid it altogether. Oh, there we go.
Akita flapped her wings with excitement. The bell would not peal, her small eyes brimming with sorrow. Anahita caught Farhad's despairing stare.
He's like, come on!
Save her, the goddess said. Do not make a mistake as grave as mine.
Hello. There's some sort of stone form.
Anahita fought hard, but could not withstand the Diev's might. Farhad wept, for he had lost another friend to Bistun. Despite Shirin's cruel rebuff, Farhad longed to help her, but he could make no sense of her injuries. He gripped Allseed's amethystine heart as the drowning man clutches the rope. I failed you, he whispered to the stars. Please, show me what to do. And then, a memory floated to the surface. A single word. Oblivion.
Okay. The ultimate sacrifice. I guess that's referring to Flupe sacrificing, maybe.
Don't give up, Farhad pleaded. Stay with me. Farhad cradled her in his arms, as if she were made of porcelain. And he saw something wonderful. The slight rise and fall of her chest.
Guess we're going this way? Yeah, man. Are we going this way? I can't tell. Oh, maybe I
I
am.
will take you home, princess, Farhad whispered. The rain ran down his craggy face and rivulets, masking his tears. Perhaps you do not love me, he said, sobbing. But I fought a mountain for you.
Hi.
And I put trusting friends in harm's way. And selfish as it may be, I would do it all again. As Farhad walked, Shirin started murmuring. Farhad leaned close. She whispered but a single word. Khosrow. Suddenly, it all made sense to Farhad. The stone carving. The two were the perfect couple. The king of Persia and the princess of Armenia. How could a lowly sculpture question such a union?
Yeah, but considering that that prince that turned out to be a really bad person.
Suddenly, Farhad ground his teeth as a great fury washed over him. Not at Shirin, or even Khosrow, but at himself. What was I thinking? How could a princess love someone like me?
Got some self-confidence issues.
But it doesn't do to wallow in self-loathing, and other questions wormed their way through Farhad's anger. If not Shirin, then who does the whisper belong to? How could he defeat Bistun and enter the fortress of oblivion? Why even try now? Farhad was ashamed by his selfish musings. What happened to Anahita? He thought. Does she need my help?
Who knows?
Lost in his wretched thoughts, Farhad nearly failed to notice something alarming. Shirin's dainty feet were turning gray. I can't feel my legs, Shirin mumbled. Shh, be at peace, Farhad reassured her. You will be all right, as Anahita was. Shirin furrowed her brow. Anahita? Farhad swallowed and drew in a deep breath. She is your guardian. She risked everything to help me. He trailed off with a hoarse croak.
Okay. Maybe she's slowly turning into a statue. Oh yeah, I just realised even her dress has kind of gone dark as well. Could have found somewhere a little bit more comfy to lay down, you know.
I should check the rift is still sealed, Farhad thought, recalling the memory stone. What does the statue hold? Farhad wondered. Greetings, Farhad. My sources tell me you are a man of your word. Perhaps I should be impressed, but reports of your engravings give me cause to question your sanity.
Okay.
I had thought that when Princess Shirin herself revealed that she does not return your love, you would cease your efforts. If you must persist, so be it. I will not stand in your way. Just remember that I require complete, unhindered passage through Mount Bistun. Only then will I grant you your wish. Know that I have sent my best horsemen to bring the princess home. In the meantime, you are responsible for her safety.
Okay.
Your king, Khosrow. Something about Khosrow's tone set Farhad on edge. When the riders came, he decided to be absent.
Okay. Is the rift still closed though? Yeah, oh, looks like it. Yep, it's gone. Okay. To be fair, the king was rather forgiving there, to be fair.
My lady, Farhad began, forgive me. I could sit here by your side for 100 years, and the gentle rise and fall of your chest alone would sustain me. Farhad swallowed a sob. But I cannot stay. Anahita, the one I mentioned. I must find her, but do not be afraid. The king's men approach like thunder. You will be safe with them. Safer than you ever will be with me. And with that,
If they can find out what her
he
affliction
gently
is.
kissed his love on the forehead and resigned himself to never seeing her again.
Okay. Now where do I go? Back over here. Back to the mountain. Maybe. Yes, that's the story. Still can't do anything there. We dig? No. Okay, so not that way yet. Back through the portal, maybe? Yep.
Princess Shirin traveled here alone. Farhad tried to reassure himself. Harm will not befall her. The choice was a difficult one. But Farhad could not abandon his friend. After all, both he and Shirin owed Anahita their lives. And while a broken heart may ache for years, death happens but once. Perhaps Anahita's last temple would suggest her whereabouts.
Perhaps. Wait, no, I can't get through. Okay. We can't get up there. Oh, we can shimmy over here. Okay.
Khosrow's letter was condescending, haughty, oppressive. Shirin would no doubt be safe with the king, but at what cost?
Swap. Thought I had found a cure, but I was wrong. Last night, I was eating pomegranates from the world pillar. Could not get enough. Some were sour, some were sweet. But the more I ate, the hungrier I became. And then suddenly my pain disappeared, but it was a false dawn. My old wound started to glow brighter and brighter. Oh, I wonder if the stone guy is this guy that's in these stories. Maybe. Anyway, it poured from the chest and the pain grew and grew. I had to cut the amethystine stone out. I fainted from the agony, but the light still danced in my eyes. When I came to, the luminous streaks marked the trunk of the pomegranate tree, and then, no word of a lie, the tree moved.
Farhad's fingers brushed Allseed's heart. So that is how you came to be.
Oh, so he's
friend,
Allseed, right? Okay.
he muttered.
Oh, okay. I thought it might have been the statue when it would have been a good switch, but there you go. There's a lot of them. Ow, ow. Where are the homing balls? We'll get. Right. Bump. So I came in. Well, I guess we go that way. Okay. Whoop. More fighting. A lot more fighting. Okay. There we go. Still the bell. Okay.
Farhad had failed to ring the giant bell in the battle against Bistun. If I had been able, he thought, perhaps Anahita would still be here.
Yeah, but what would a bell do? I mean, maybe the noise of it hurts the stone guy? I don't know. Oh, so if you shimmy there, that's what's over this side. Oh, nothing. Oh, maybe. Yep, that's statue nice.
A memory stirred as Farhad stared at the smooth grey stone
That's a
of
capture.
Shirin's statue. Her foot, her skin was turning to stone.
Aye, you noticed that before.
Of course, Khosrow's letter had alluded to something else. An agreement between Farhad and the king. Why
Yeah.
does he want passage through Mount Bistun? Farhad wondered. And what wish does he speak of? Could it be Shirin? The thought angered Farhad. The princess was not a prize to be awarded.
Another statue. Oh no. Weapons range. Another carving. So some of them are like incomplete. Oh, that's the fight. Okay.
Farhad feared the worst.
You can now view the complete
Deeds
inscription at
mighty
the base.
and terrifying. And if Anahita had overcome it, why hadn't she returned?
Wow, a lot of them. Take a lot of damage. Didn't really go the direction I wanted it to go, but never mind. I've only hit one of them. It's that range guy I want to murder. He's great. They're dead now. Where? Nice, that was. Okay.
Khosrow Khosrow was not the solution to Farhad's problems. Bistun caused the blight, and no Div would bow to a king, no matter how powerful.
There's a statue there. There's just a way to break that there.
She will be back in her castle now. Farhad tried to convince
Talent and
himself.
dedication.
All this will be behind her.
Oh, she's turning into a statue if you want. Stop your screaming. Okay. Do we change weapons? Nah, I'll still stick with these, I think. It's the big guy. Bye.
Hope and fear battled within Farhad, but resolve overcame both. This time, he knew what had to be done.
Okay. Nature's savior. Okay.
Visit a strange place often enough, and it soon loses its mystique. But this was the memory stored within all Seed's heart. A story Farhad needed to know.
This can we go this way? What is this way? No, can't go that way yet. We've got to go to the weird cube first, okay.
What is this for? Farhad wondered.
Okay. Guess nothing just yet.
And the talisman stone shattered.
Ah.
Molten iron flowed. Hot
Mold.
and angry. Farhad scoured his memories for all Seed's last words. To kill a mountain, build something new. The mountain was clear, but build what?
Probably a hammer. That's a lot of metal.
Why would all Seeds have a memory of a smithy? Farhad thought. After all, fire and trees do not usually well mix.
Oh, the hand disintegrated. Ah, okay. Pudding. Stand humble in the realm of forgotten memories. Please show me the path. Guide my weary feet. To conquer Mount Bistun. Hello, Zelda fan. Okay, is that it? Oh, there we go. That's a hammer. Thinking as much. Oh yeah. It's a big hammer. Hammer it home. Not bad, okay. These stairs could do a bit of work.
The sledgehammer was huge and heavy, but Farhad carried it with ease.
Okay.
As he rounded the corner in the floating path, a gasp escaped Farhad's lips. Shattered remnants of his
That's where we
friend
fought.
hung suspended in the air,
Yeah.
unmoving, cold, lifeless.
Yeah, this one damages while you're attacking with the mighty sledgehammer. Okay.
Do not ask for whom the bell tolls, Dave. Farhad shouted into the darkness. It tolls for thee.
Ah, you little get back. Got a spike in the way. Come on then, get your little minions out. So all we've got to do is run back side to side more or less, depending on where it pushes out. He's got inscriptions on his bloody beard. I think he likes that arm. That one because it's annoying. Miss. Get over here. Come here. Jesus Christ. There we go. Ring the bell.
The bell's mighty peal rent the air, sending Bistun crashing to the floor.
Smack his face.
This is for my friends, Farhad cried.
Got another spike up. Oh. You have to get the dodge right, I guess. Ow. That hurt. Don't get out of the way fast enough. Ah, it's another wave. Okay. Is that like, why didn't that work? Another one. Oh, you cricket. One more hit and am I gonna... Oh, I'm dead. First time I've died that, I wonder what happens. You just get to retry from that spot? Yeah.
Do
Okay,
not
let's
ask
try again.
for whom the bell tolls, Steve. Farhad shouted into the darkness. It tolls for thee.
So the first stage is pretty easy. It's the second stage that takes a little bit more planning. I didn't realise it had a special. Good to know. Very little game.
The bell's mighty peal rent the air, sending Bistun crashing to the floor. This is for my friends, Farhad cried.
Okay, so we've got to be a little bit more careful. So we've just got to be mindful of his normal fist attacks. Last time it did a lot of damage. It's just the big guy that we've got to be cautious of. These guys right here. Oh! God damn it, I just took like half HP damage just from that little bit. It's not fair. This guy's a piece of cake. Quick run. Oh, it healed me anyway. Let's go smash his face in.
And for my love!
Okay. You cricket. Two of them's a little bit more of a challenge. Just wait for the upgrade to show up, I guess. Nearly there. Oh, come on! That's gonna send me right back to the beginning now, isn't it? It isn't all. Oh, really?
Do not ask for whom the bell tolls, Dave. Farhad shouted into the darkness. It tolls for thee.
It's a little frustrating just how much damage those things do. Because he's not difficult per se, it's just, yeah.
The bell's mighty peal rent the air, sending Bistun crashing to the floor. This is for my friends, Farhad cried.
Quite stoutly, like shoulders high, everything, like yeah. So very proud man. It's just two of them are a pain in the ass. Yeah, it turned her off last time. Or maybe it's just after I destroyed this. Oh, hit him again. There we
And for my love!
There you go. Right. guess I'll just have to play it a little bit more easy. A bit more safe. Wait for the ultimate and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of annoying having to do that live, but you know, there you go. Does that get both of the harpies? I think it did. See, I don't want to have to do it again. So you're invincible while you do that attack. It seems. Otherwise. See, the attack just takes too long. You can't risk it. Top was nearly dead. I managed to get a slicing. There we go. One of them's not too difficult. Run. It's time to go smash his face in. It was all twitchy and everything, look.
Most of all, for me!
Nice. That were quite a challenging fight.
And with the last mighty blow, the Deve's crimson eye winked out.
Okay. Fair enough.
The storm within Farhad's heart rivaled the one that rent the dark skies. Bistun was defeated, but at such cost. He felt
Why?
more alone than he had ever felt before.
Okay, don't know what that did. There you go. Return to mountain base. Okay.
For the first time since he awoke on Mount Bistun, his path was clear, but he had no one to share the news with. Princess Shirin would be resting in Khosrow's quarters.
But we're going further into the mountain or what? We still can't do any sculpting. Oh yeah, the deal was that he had passage through the mountain, so that's what we've been doing, we're digging the mountain. Oh, but we can't? Ah, so it's quite literally just been carving away the mountain. Maybe back this way? Look, there's something here. Can we carve that? Nope. I can't go through there. Okay. So, what? No idea. It's like it's like you know what you need to do. It's like, well, no freaking do. So we can sit. Look at the root of the whole thing from this, can't we? We can't do any carving here. Can't get through here. I've literally just been up the mountain pass. Can we go back through the door? No. Not really, anyway.
Farhad,
oh, there you go.
what have you done? What vile sickness did you expose my love to? You have no reason to dig through the mountain any longer.
Oh, wow.
Princess Shirin is dead. Your king, Khosrow.
Wowzers. Succumb to despair? No! Cannot be! Everyone that I cared for is gone. I brought death to them all. But there is yet one candle that still burns. Is he smashing his own head? Yeah, he is. He's slapping his own head. Can we not stop it? Like, all I can do is keep clicking.
Guilt consumed Farhad. He felt that this world could no longer offer him anything. But death had not ended Farhad's journey before, and it was not about to now.
Unless we did actually stab himself. Okay! A little serious, but there you go.
Instead, Farhad drew ever closer to answers. The final steps on the path laid out before him. The path that ended in the realm of forgotten memories. The fortress of oblivion awaited him. And Farhad thought of all those who had played their part in getting him here.
Oh, okay then. Guess we probably waltzing over there. To the Fortress of Oblivion, apparently.
All seeds, with his wisdom and kind heart. Majestic Anahita, so dedicated to atoning for her greatest mistake. The beautiful princess, always out of reach. And the king, who had treated him with such disdain. But none of them mattered anymore. The whisper called to him. I called to him.
That doesn't look exactly inviting, does it? Here I am. Find the Whisperer. This place is massive. Open to my hammer.
Fear and foreboding chilled Farhad as he walked amongst the horrors. Exiled and forgotten people, ensnared by the blight, trapped in endless suffering. Their silent screams frozen in their gullets.
Well, these are the people that he left behind, yeah. Yeah, well, there's the bird. So I take it we can't help these people. Oh, huh? Oh, maybe we can. That guy there was basically out. Why did he just carry on? The guy was a little impaled. I get them all. There's probably something, an achievement or some shit for it, probably. So that's up there. I don't think there are any down here, will there now? Random guy hanging there. It's this one over here. No, I can't help that one, apparently. Unfortunately. Oh, I can. Oh yeah, she's there. Is that everybody there? Sorry, I'll be back. I guess we can't go any further. Oh, I can only look at it. Why? Yeah. I can only look at it. It's a bit annoying. So I can save everyone else, but I can't do anything with that one. Bit strange.
Months, years, decades. For how long I had called him to me, I cannot say. My voice gave out, but still, I cried out across the realms. Unimaginable agonies racked my body. Yet I never sought refuge in insanity. The wound that never heals reminded me of my mortality and my purpose.
Okay. Talk to him and we can go elsewhere. Moving down this side as well. Yeah, okay.
I looked into Farhad's eyes and saw his pain and confusion. But even then, I saw a flicker of something else. Was it relief? Words eluded him, however. So I explained everything. I told him my name is Nizami.
So this is meant to be the narrator.
I was a blacksmith by day and a storyteller by night. I was banished by King Khosrow, exiled unjustly. On Mount Bistun, I was mortally wounded, but saved by the most wondrous fruit and guided by a talking tree. Then, I discovered an otherworldly domain, a realm of forgotten souls. But the Div found me. I was imprisoned in the fortress of oblivion, doomed to be forgotten. Teetering on the edge of oblivion, agony poured from my wound and took form. You, Farhad, are created out of my pain.
Oh, right, okay.
Out of my wound, I told him. You are the manifestation of hope, the embodiment of purpose. I had lost count of the number of times Farhad had reached my prison.
Yes,
But
it's happened
each
all
time
before.
he had
Wow.
refused my plea, refused to set me free. I knew the choice was grim, but I had to prevail. My story is not yet complete, and so I gave him a choice. Liberate me, or abandon me once more. The path to the left was where he should engrave the wise decision to set me free. Or he could add to the cruel records of abandonment to the right.
Okay. But what effect does that decision have?
You lie, Farhad said, his hands trembling. But I knew he did not believe his own words. It is just human nature to question that which explains all. Farhad seized his head and yelled, "Tell me the truth!" "Calm yourself, Farhad," I said in a soothing tone. "Do not let anger confuse your thoughts. We are one," I repeated. "I feel every pain that you do. But the difference," I told him, "is that my pain never dwindles. The moments of serenity as dusk falls, the sense of triumph when a fearsome foe has been vanquished. You experience these things and more," I said. "I have only pain. And when you faltered, and my agony was too much to bear, you were reborn from my wound. With my words." Farhad recalled his visions of leaving the fortress alone. "Look at me, Farhad," I implored. "You do not realize how special you are. You are a part of me, but more than I could ever be." I knew his uncertainty, but I explained that, unlike me, he has a choice: to free me or make the mistake of abandoning me again, to embrace the rare gift that I have offered, meaningful purpose.
Yeah, but he's not even told us what he's offering us or nothing, really. It's like he's not said what's going to happen if I free him or nothing. So it's like, I mean, is he going to sacrifice me or do I rejoin him? Is he just going to set him free and great evil's going to sweep across the world or what? Can you read what these are put without actually engraving? Like, it looks like they just engraved the same thing over and over. So 4 times we've got here and chose to leave him behind. So it makes you question, why did they leave him behind? Oh, we can't talk to him anymore. We'll sod it. Let's see if we can set him free. Consequences be damned. Let's see what happens.
This time, I resorted to honesty to convince Farhad to release me. If he rescued this poor old man, his creator, from a life of torture, I promised to continue my journey.
I would seek out the source of the blight afflicting nature, the reason behind the chaos that sweeps through Persia, and destroy it. But sadly, there's a catch. To leave my unnatural shackles empty would draw unwanted
he's gonna try and
attention.
imprison me.
Farhad would have to take my place. At this, the sculptor growled and turned his head. "Wait," I implored. "You do not understand." I told him how this sacrifice would give his life meaning. After all, it was his purpose. It was what he was created for. The only way he could escape the cycle. And I promised that when my quest was complete, I would come back to return the favor.
No, it won't. Wow. So basically, we've got to sacrifice ourselves to let him free, or we can carry on doing whatever we want. Oh! Hello, Mighty Pancake. How are you doing? But yeah, it's a story-driven game where basically there's like a blight covering the land and stuff, and you woke up as some sort of a sculptor, trying to unlock his memory for his to try and find his true love and stuff, and this that, and another. But it turns out it's all just a scam, basically. Frick it, let's see what happens. I want to see what happens. I can always come back to this bit, so we'll see.
"You have made the right decision," I told him.
Poor guy. He's probably going to turn around now and be like, "Psych! I got you. You're going to stay there for all eternity now." Oh, well, there's the hammer and the
Before I
pickaxe and stuff where he killed himself.
Farhad asked me if his sacrifice would be worth it. "There is no greater blessing than having purpose," I told him. "No worse pain than having it denied." I promised I would not rest until I had stopped the sickness afflicting nature. I would rescue other poor, imprisoned souls and face the threats before me with the courage that Farhad had shown. "Avant," I called. "Let your fires light my way."
Let me run my weights. Okay.
بیاورد ضحاک را چون نبند، به کوه دماوند کردش ببند، به کوه اندرون تنگ جایش گزید، نگه کرد قاریبانش ناپدید. بیاورد مسمارهای گران، به جایی که مغزش نبودن در آن، فرو بست دستش بر آن کوه باز، بدان تا بماند به سختی دراز. ببستش بر آن گونه آویخته، از او خون دل بر زمین ریخته. از او نام ضحاک چون خاک شد، جهان از بد او همه پاک شد.
But knows what they're all about. So is that it? That's the... I guess that's one possible ending. I don't know if you can go back and see what the other ending would be. But, okay. To be fair, I thought it were a little bit longer than this because I have seen some people. There's another review on Steam itself where somebody's played the game and they've played for about 6 to 9 hours. Yeah, it seems like you have come at the end of the game. No, that's what it appears anyway. I mean, can we speed through that? Nah, I don't think you can speed it up either. Like I said, it'd be nice to see if there was like I don't know, like an extra ending, or if we can continue to see what the other ending is, or I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, I knew it wasn't a massive game, but I thought it were at least a good 6 hours long, considering most of the people have played it for about that long. So, yeah, I guess I've done it in half the time. Maybe. Is there any more achievements to unlock? So close. Across every ledge in the game. So somehow I've missed a ledge somewhere. Oh, there's 8 achievements left. Let's have a quick look. So we've got... read all the stone tablets. So apparently I've missed some stone tablets. Across every ledge in the game. Engrave all inscriptions. And ride all of the sliding surfaces. And a few hidden ones as well. So... that might be pertaining to maybe the second ending. Maybe if you don't free him, maybe there's a fight, maybe there's an extra area, I don't know. But yeah, who knows? I'll have to have a look. I'll have to have a look and see what happens. But yeah, so I'm just kind of waiting for these credits to end because I want to see if there's like a new game plus or continue or something like that. But no buttons are speeding it up. That's the problem. Like, come on. Oh, we should be near the end of it, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know, it's not a bad game. It's alright. It's a good little story-driven game. Like I say, it does remind me a lot of Bastion, which came out quite a good few years ago now, to my knowledge anyway. And that was a heavily narrative-driven game. It was quite a fun game to play, actually. I think that originally came out on the, I think it was the Xbox, actually. So there we go. Oh, break the cycle. We've got an achievement for that. So it's new. Oh, so we can do a chapter select. So you can go all the way back to the Fortress of Oblivion, and probably choose the other way. Can we literally just
The storm within Farhad's heart rivaled the one that rent the dark skies. Bistun was defeated. But at such
we're all the way back
cost,
here, so we'd have to go all the way back
more
through.
alone than he had ever felt before.
Yeah, so I think we'd have to do. I don't know. I don't think there were any fighting or anything, was there? Let's go and have a look. We'll go and have a look real quick. I'm surprised it brought me here though, not actually the Fortress of Oblivion. Off we go.
For the first time since he awoke on Mount Bistun,
so
his path
I've
was
got to
clear,
murder myself again.
but he had no one to share the news
And
with.
then go into the fortress.
Princess Shirin would be resting in Khosrow's.
Farhad, what have you
Let's
done?
just skip through it real quick. And have him slaughter himself. Personally, you'd think he'd only have to stab himself in the head once with the axe, but there you go. Apparently it takes about 5 or 6.
Guilt consumed Farhad. He felt that this world could no longer offer him anything. But death had not ended Farhad's journey before, and it was not about to now.
There we go. So we just got to walk all the way up the road, back up through the
Instead,
fortress.
Farhad drew ever closer to answers. The final steps on the path laid out before him. the path that ended in the realm of forgotten memories. The fortress of oblivion awaited him, and Farhad thought of all those who had played their part in getting him here.
Ah, let's go. Unfortunately, you can't run. You just got to kind of waddle up there.
All seeds, with his wisdom and kind heart. Majestic Anahita, so dedicated to atoning for her greatest mistake. The beautiful princess, always out of reach. And the king, who had treated him with such disdain. But none of them mattered anymore. The whisper called to him. I called to him.
I think he's got to psych himself up to open the door, though.
Fear and foreboding chilled Farhad as he walked amongst the horrors. Exiled and forgotten people, ensnared by the blight, trapped in endless suffering, their silent screams frozen in their gullets.
It's a shame you can't do anything with your bird. Literally all you can do is look at it and that's it. But, oh well, never mind, let's keep going. Let's find out what the alternate it is.
Months, years, decades. For how long I had called him to me, I cannot say. My voice gave out, but still, I cried out across the realms. Unimaginable agonies racked my body. Yet I never sought refuge in insanity. The wound that never heals reminded me of my mortality and my purpose. I looked into Farhad's eyes, but even then, was it words? I told him I was banned on Mount Bistun then, but the deed teetering on you, I had lost, but each I knew, and so the path to war.
Let's go. Abandon. See what happens. Yeah, so it's happened 4 times before. 4 times. See, did I stay as the same person, or was I was it a different person every time? I don't know. It seems like they just leave the mountain and forget who they are.
Farhad's uncertainty was written on his face. So I warned him against abandoning me again. You only prolong the bitter cycle, I told him. You will lose your memories once more. Your destiny is not one of futility and confusion. And I told him that I would keep calling him, and he would come. Is that what you want? I asked. To go through all the heartache you have endured yet again? But I could not force him to see reason. If he would leave me again, I promised to send him away from this place. I would show him how to use the memory stone within his head to leave the fortress of oblivion. But what would he be escaping for? Endless wandering? Repetition without purpose?
Who knows? So the D-bag keeps calling the main character over and over again. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, let's abandon. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so it looks like he doesn't accept his fate and just keeps calling you back over and over.
Groaned, but I knew this was not the end. I will see you again soon.
Oh, I'm back at the. Am I just here
Once
again?
again, Farhad refused his destiny and condemned me to further torment. How many times he has failed me, I cannot say. Perhaps
definitely a
neither
carving
of
there.
us will ever be free. Perhaps the blight will spread unchecked.
Oh, no,
My
this is right,
purpose
yeah.
still burns as fiercely as the agony in my chest. And Farhad's story has not yet ended. It cannot end yet.
Okay. Up here.
A wave of nausea washed over Farhad. He stumbled. Darkness closed in. He staggered on. Before oblivion
new area.
drew in again,
I think. Oh no, this is. He's walking back to where he woke up. I
he
think.
lost consciousness again and again.
Maybe.
Panic streaked through his muddled mind.
Let's try to disorientate us now. Look.
And then he remembered my warning, the bitter cycle. With every step, his memory slipped away. I must engrave Nizami, he thought. I must not forget.
Okay. Well, there's an engraving
Farhad
spot
sought
right
to
there.
immortalize my story in stone, lest he forget again. And against all odds, he did it. He looked back at all the engravings he had made and found hope in them. Hope that he could walk a different path.
Okay.
Slowly, like the morning sun clambering over the horizon, consciousness came.
Oh, but I've already got my
Opened his eyes.
axes.
How pleasant, he thought, to wake to nature's song.
So this is how it
As he
began.
navigated the narrow path,
Apart from this bit.
he breathed in the fresh mountain air. It focused his mind. Questions bobbed to the surface, like apples in water. The same questions that he had struggled to answer at the start of the last cycle.
Almost
But
like
of
it's got a note
course,
on it.
Farhad knew nothing of that. He did not even know his own name. If you recall, I promised there was more to his tale. He sought a way off the mountain,
So I've got all these as well.
and some buried memory drew him to the tunnel he had excavated.
Okay. But he just keeps on forgetting his purpose, his memory every time. There's still something to engrave there, definitely. Oh, and maybe there as well. Yep, looks like we're going to
And
another
the story began
realm.
anew.
بگفتا دل ز مهرش کی کنی پاک
Why is that in foreign? I
بگفتا
don't get
نه
it.
که باشم خفته در خاک
Very loud as well.
بگفتا جان مده بس دل که با اوست بگفتا دشمنند این هر دو بی دوست بگفتا گر خرامی در سرایش بگفتند آزمین سر زیر پایش بگفتو آن من شد زو مکن یاد بگفتین کی کند بیچاره فرهاد چو عاجز گشت خسرو در جوابش نیامد بیش پرسیدن سبابش به یاران گفت کس خاکی و آبی ندیدم کس بدین حاضر جوابی به زر دیدم که با او بر نیایم چو زرش نیز بر سنگ آزمایم که ما را هست کوهی بر گذرگاه که مشکل میتوان کردن بدو راه میان کوه راهی کرد باید چنان کامد شد ما را بشاید به کوهی کرد خسرو رهنمونش که خواند هر کس اکنون بی ستونش.
See, when she narrates at the beginning of the game, it is in English, so I don't know why it's in foreign when during the credits. Oh, so that's it. So there's not much else then, but somehow I've managed to miss a slope and something else and a few engravings. But who knows? But there we go. So I might try to have a look through and try and find them at some point. But there we go. So yeah. I think that must be a bug that though, with her narrating in kind of like a I don't know, a native foreign language of some sort, rather than English, because she has voiced it in English at the beginning, but the voice is it was very familiar. I recognised it at the beginning. That she's I don't even know the actor's name, but she plays as a kind of a politician style thing in it's that space movie. I can't remember what it's called now. With the Ross and Auntie and the crew and all that stuff in it. If everybody knows what I mean, let me know. But yes, anyway, she's in that. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, let me know what you think of the game. Obviously, Mighty Pancake doesn't have much to go on because he kind of came at the end there, but there you go. So it is a cycle of pain caused by both characters, or just the imprisonment one. Just wanted to torture the free one. I don't know. Somehow, miraculously, apparently, according to the imprisoned one, we were created through his pain, his wound, and obviously, so he's been calling. So we're connected in some way, shape, or form to the other. So that's why he's been kind of calling us to him each time to try and free him from his imprisonment. However, I don't get why he loses his memories. Whether he does that or whether it's the side effect of using the memory stone to get out of the Fortress of Oblivion, I don't know. I mean, it could be. I don't know. Otherwise, technically, I guess he could keep his memories, but be imprisoned there himself, but just wandering around the fortress. I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. It just seems to just be a perpetual cycle. It carries on for all time, I guess. But yeah. So there we go. I mean, it's not a bad little story. It's an alright little story. The game's actually quite a nice little game. And yeah, I mean, it's unique. It's different. There's not actually that many games that do that kind of storytelling and stuff. So yeah, just for that, it's good, I reckon. But there we go. It's not for everybody. I like it, but yeah, to each his own, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, there we go. To all of those that are interested, yeah, let me know what you think of it. And yeah, thanks to everybody as well for the new followers as well, and everybody stopping by. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you all next time.